Hi, ladies, and welcome to our July ritual. This is one that I really, really deeply love. And I also guarantee that you're going to feel really silly when you first start doing it. And you're going to be like, okay, I'm just doing it because Laura said to do it, but I don't really get it. And then there's going to be this shift, and it's going to be like, oh, I get it now. This makes a difference. Okay. I want you to think about it in terms of two things. First of all, we just got done with 4th of July in the US, which is about independence. So the question is, what are you free from? Not necessarily what are you free to do, but what are you free from? Like, I am free from pain. I am free from the burden of the infidelity story. I am free from judgment. I am free from the negative labels that other people have put on me. I am free from the negative beliefs and labels I've put on myself. So I'd love it if you could grab paper, pen, pull out your laptop, whatever it is, and do a little bit of journaling on that. What am I free from? And that's your journal prompt. What am I free from? And then as you move into that, go into what do I want to be free from? Because it's good to recognize, yeah, that doesn't impact me anymore. I am free from, and there goes my cat, all these different things, but I'm still being triggered by this. So that is your next journal prompt. What I want to be free from. I want to be free from whatever it is, the fear that something won't work out. Or I want to be free from the lingering doubts or questions that I have. I want to be free from the constant shame or fear that I've done something wrong. So that is your second journal prompt. And you can pause this and do those 2 pages. What am I free from? What do I want to be free from? And then when you come back, we're going to kind of move into this presencing ritual. And this presencing ritual is really about the self-love. And why this goes hand in hand with what am I free from is because we tend to have so many labels that we put on ourselves. And one of those labels, it's a big one. I am the betrayed partner. Like, whoa, that is a heavy label to carry. And if you carry, I am the betrayed partner, then what comes up with that is, I'm not good enough somehow. I'm not worthy of somebody staying faithful. And then that just really starts compressing us and weighing us down. So when you can presence into your body, into who you are, it helps set you free from those labels, from those beliefs, from all of those different things that are holding us down. So this presencing ritual, what I want you to do, and we can start it here, and then you can just, again, click pause and move into it. It's literally reconnecting with your body. And the first thing that I want you to do is look at your hands and notice, like, what are the thoughts that come up? Because for most of us, it's like, dang, my skin is dry, or, ooh, my nails look horrible, or, God, who knew I was that wrinkly? Like usually we have kind of a critical thought. And I want you to just notice that, but then shift it into what do I love? My hands, I see my mom's hands. And the judgmental part of me is like, dang it, Laura, when did you get so old that your hands look like your mom? And then I'm like, no, no, no. I love that I have this genetic connection with her. I can physically see this genetic connection with my mom in my hands. And that's cool. And I'm looking at my nails. I don't know if you can see how chipped they are. They're horribly chipped. And this is the polish that I wore to my son's wedding. And I love that. And I love that I have gotten to do so much fun stuff since his wedding. I sat in the pool. I made some meals. Like, I have been so busy connecting with people and living in joy that my nails have gotten this messed up. So I'm loving all of the joy. I have spots on my hand. And it's like, huh, what do I love about those spots? I love the sun. I love the fact that it was probably me on vacation or at the beach or doing fun things that actually created a lot of that sun damage and hiking. And I love my time outside. And also, I just started using this new hand cream that really does make my spots fade. And it makes my hands look way more plump than they used to. And I'm loving that. Like, I'm loving that I can find these beauty products and they change things and that I love that. And then looking at the other side of my hands, because that's just the back. Oh gosh, I have these memories of in junior high, we would try to read each other's palms and we would go through things. And that just brings me like warm, fuzzy memories of sleeping with my girlfriends and having these sleepovers and reading each other's poems and playing all these games. And that's really cool. And then just moving up my arms. I love that I've been working on this grip strength and I've been doing my forearms. And then what do I love about my elbows? And what do, like all these things that I can see. And that's the process that I want you to go through with the things that you can see, your hands, your arms. Look down at your chest. Look down at your belly. And again, notice how it's like, ugh, stretch marks, fat, my breasts are sagging. Like, notice how that first thought is negative. And it's not judging it. That's been trained into us. No baby or toddler looks at themselves and hates what they see. They don't. When we were at the wedding, my daughter-in-law at the end of the night said, I'm so happy there were no mirrors around. Because she said, I just felt beautiful all night and I just got to play and be me. And she said, I hate it when there's mirrors around because I'm always checking myself out and then just being like, oh, bags under my eyes. Oh my God, what's wrong with my hair? And she was like, I was free from that. I was free from my image. I was free from the ways that I judge myself. So that's why this presencing activity is so good. And you don't have to sit down and do your whole body in a day. But I do encourage you to do like that, hands and arms, and then sit with that. And then the next time it could be like, oh, let me do my torso, and just notice, how we have that knee-jerk reaction. And this is rewiring that and rewriting it. This is my chest. These are my breasts. They fed babies. I mean, that's kind of crazy. They really did. And they have sensation. And I enjoy that sensation. And it's fun to put on like fancy bras and sometimes look really pretty. And isn't that cool that like you can do so much with them and that they can be used like that to feed babies, but also it can bring me pleasure. And then I can decorate them. And then I can strap them down for working out. Like, wow, I do a lot with my breasts. Who knew? Who knew that that one body part would take so much energy? Gosh, I wear a bra every day. Does my bra reflect how I feel? Does my bra reflect the love that I have for my body? Is it utilitarian? Is it comfortable? Is it decorative but painful? How can I find or choose an undergarment that both feels really good emotionally as well as physically? Like I recently bought a new bra that is my favorite color, turquoise. And it's not fancy, it's super comfortable, but it's turquoise. And it makes me so happy. And no, I can't wear it under everything, but it's amazing. And then this is my waist. And yeah, I dance and I move it. And I've been doing a lot of core work lately. And gosh, I really love that I can feel those muscles in a new and different way. And this is my belly. And there's things that I really appreciate about it. I mean, yeah, there's some stretch marks there. And no, I'm not like, oh my God, I love stretch marks. Some people do that. I'm not like that. But I'm like, I can really appreciate sometimes when I can feel the abs under my skin, like that's just cool. And sometimes it feels good just to rub it and to feel that softness. Because I remember sitting on my great grandma's lap and she was soft. And like she had these big droopy boobs and this big droopy belly. She wasn't overweight, but she was just soft. And I remember just cuddling into her and she used powder on her skin and it smelled so good. And it was so soft. And sometimes I love when I can touch the softness of my own body. And at one point in time, I got some powder too with a little fancy puff and I would put it on and I just smelled good and it was fun. And it wasn't like a ritual every day, but it was just a way to self-love. And I actually found that powder when I was cleaning out under my bathroom sink, and same thing. It's like I put it on and I smelled it and it just felt so good. And then my back, like, wow, I have a strong back and I like to lengthen my back and feel what it feels like to extend your neck, to pull the shoulders back, to open my heart. Like this torso contains all my organs. My breath. And I can feel my gut. And I can trust that nervousness in my gut. I can trust that dropping peace in my gut. I can trust the openness of my heart and my throat. And to me, that's beautiful. Like this torso, this back, these organs, the energy surrounding my torso is amazing. And then same thing, either now or later, feet and legs. And as you do this, and I've spent some time, kind of walking through it, but as you do it, you start really honestly developing an appreciation for your body. And your body houses your spirit. And the more you appreciate your body, quite honestly, the more you appreciate your spirit and your heart and your energy too, because that's all part of the same package. And then you present yourself to the world with a different level of confidence and awareness and belief. Because your first thoughts are joy or love or just happiness, even if it's not joy. Even if it's just acceptance, but not like, oh God, I guess I will acceptance, but just acceptance that this is how it is and this is who I am and this is the vessel that my spirit is used in right now. You start rewriting those beliefs, you start rewriting the narratives, you start rewriting all of those things about who you are. And instead of seeing yourself in a picture or in the mirror and feeling like this, it's open And when you're open and you're lifted, you look better anyway. You feel better. And the way you treat yourself is the way other people will treat you too. So if I am filled with self love, I am filled with acceptance for others. And if I'm filled with self hatred, I'm critical from other people, and then I'm defensive when they're in my face because I think they're criticizing me. So, which cycle are you creating? Creating that cycle of self love, creating that cycle of true acceptance and honoring of the vessel that is you. So, what are you free from? And when you're free from all of those burdens, you're also free to love yourself. And you're free to be open and you're free to connect. So that's why these two things really go hand in hand. I am free from all of those burdens so I can love myself. I'm free from that judgment so I can engage fully in life. Enjoy this. It's a really fun ritual. Let me know what comes up for you. And just do it in small doses. When I'm driving, sometimes I'll just do it with my hands. If I'm walking or something, I can look down at my legs and just run through it with my mind. But the more compassion and love you have for yourself, the more compassion and love you have for others, and the more they will have for you in turn. Okay, so take care. I'm looking forward to hearing your responses, and that's it. Bye.